what's going on, y'all? We're gonna start another video here. It's kind of taking on and going from where I was in the last video, just talking about the exhaust video. But currently, I wanted to talk about my impressions of the Tein S-Tech Srpings. Now that I've had them for, oh my goodness, I think I put them on in January. So 10 months later, roughly, probably around, I think around 6,000 miles. Like I said, I don't drive the car every day. I have a daily for my job, so I just drive that. Now, so far, my impressions with the Srpings, they're still pretty positive. I don't think my struts are blown or anything like that. The car's not acting like it. Seems to be pretty happy. Handling, I feel like, is better than it was with the factory Srpings, and I feel that it was a good investment for the money. I mean, I bought them from Performance, which is just, it's a vendor that everybody out here seems to kind of use. The owner's super cool, super nice. I'll link him in the description. Not sponsored or anything. They were really, really well priced. They were sub $200. There's other options out there. Some people like RCE, whatever. I've been a Tein guy. I've ran Tein on pretty much everything because for the money, I felt like they were always kind of the best option. I ran Teins on my Scion TC when I had it, and basically ran those until the rust ate through the springs, because I was in a environment where it snowed. I didn't have another vehicle. I would drive it. I didn't care how much snow. I had to make it to work. So there was definitely a lot of issues with that. Surprised the car didn't rust through before the springs, but needless to say, I drove the crap out of that car and didn't care. The FRS was on Tein Srpings, S-Techs. The TC was on H-Techs. They didn't go as low. But the FRS was on S-Techs, and then I went with the Flex. I believe it was the Flex C. Oh, it's a cool RS over there. Wait, yeah, okay. So overall, that was pretty cool. Now, with this, I have the S-Techs on here now. They ride well. They seem to, I mean, I don't notice any negative effects with the car. I mean, the car, you're gonna, at least for me, I feel like the car does have a fair bit of understeer compared to the FRS. The FRS didn't seem to understeer as bad. And I think that, obviously, because it was a rear-wheel drive vehicle, you know, it handled a little bit better. So, the car does understeer. I think the only way really to mitigate that is going to be with some sway bar and some more suspension adjustments. But anyway, with the S-Techs, I've taken it out in the mountains. I have some pictures that I may or may not throw in here, but I probably will. That I took it out, and it was fantastic. I had a blast out there cruising around and ripping out in the mountains, and definitely plan on doing it again. It was a situation where I put just the trip there and back, I put over 1,000 miles on the car, so it was definitely something that you're gonna notice pretty quick if it sucks. I actually had a trip back home, back to the East Coast, that I did in April, mid-April. I drove down and back, and it was in the course of about, I think it was 5 days total. It took me 2 days to get down there. I spent like a full day, and then I was there like noon on, I got there I left on a Monday morning, stopped the night over, like stayed over in Tennessee, and then got in on Tuesday, stayed Tuesday, Wednesday, got up Thursday, and left coming back. So I did about 2,500 miles in the course of 5 days. Definitely, if you had a crappy suspension that sucked, you would definitely feel that. The suspension was fine. I didn't have any issues. I felt it was comfortable enough. Of course, you know, I would have liked to had a little bit more adjustment. If I would have had coilovers, I probably would have softened the dampening up and just kind of made it max soft just to enjoy it. But overall, I feel like if you're going to go with the springs, I mean, it's not going to be a deal breaker. It's not super bouncy. It's not terrible. I mean, I've had terrible suspension on cars. I had an Integra years ago that, I mean, it was on Skunk 2s and Tokiko Blues, and it handled fantastic, but it was a rough ride for sure, and this car doesn't do that. So definitely recommend these springs. Now, do I have plans on upgrading in the future? Yes, I do. I would like to go with another coilover, or go with a coilover. Do I know if I'm going to go with another Tein product? It's going to depend on what's available and what I want to buy. I've considered buying another Tein coilover. I've looked, I think it's the Flex A's. Maybe it's the Flex Z's for the car. I don't remember which model it was, but they were priced pretty fairly. They were like $1,100, and I would prefer to go with a brand like Tein, or one that's made in Japan that has good quality components. There's plenty of other brands out there. I'm not going to name any names, but there's a pretty large coilover manufacturer that a lot of people like, a lot of people run. There's a lot of social media influence around it. But really, at the end of the day, they're not made in Japan. They're not made in America. They're made in, I believe it's Taiwan. And I'm not saying anything about the manufacturing process because it could be fantastic. I've never owned them. But for me, I'm going to go with a company that has a proven track record that's been doing it for a long time. Tein's been doing it for a long time. The other option that I've considered is HKS. HKS has also been doing it for a very long time. Those are two companies that I would trust to put their products on my car and then go rip in the mountains or go to a track day or go do autocross. So it's something I would personally recommend, would be either one of those. So, would I buy them again? Yes. Would I pay $300 for them? I probably would. I feel like they're worth it. You know, for some people they may not be worth it. The price is going to vary depending on vendor. So I think I'm going to keep the suspension on the car. Yeah, it's going to depend on what's available, what type of deals we have coming up for the holidays. You know, if I can find a set of Tein coilovers on a Black Friday special and, you know, get a good deal, then I'm going to buy it. Or HKS. Either one. I mean, when I bought the Flex Z's for the FRS, there was maybe it was a Labor Day special. I don't remember. They had a coupon code for 10% off. So I bought them from a different vendor because nobody else had them in stock. So got a good deal. Super happy with it for that car. Super happy with these for this car. I will definitely buy them again. I definitely recommend them. I don't have anything to compare them to. I've never ran any other suspension on an STi. Like, comment, subscribe, give some constructive feedback if there's something you didn't like. Don't be a jerk